Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got a couple of topics to cover in today's video. AMD is saying that they are not out of the race in terms of creating new high-end GPUs. Want to talk a little bit about AMD as a brand as a whole and where I see them going in the future. A lot has actually been happening with their stock, if you guys follow that, with the tariffs coming into play, with the stock market just being crazy right now. So a lot to talk about in terms of what AMD's got up their sleeves. Also, the Steam Halloween sale has officially kicked off, and while you would expect just horror games to be on sale and things like that, as we know, this is a time where Valve can just make a ton of money by putting a ton of games on sale. So outside of just horror games, there are a lot of other games discounted. Not quite as massive as, say, a winter sale or a summer sale, but definitely some good deals for you guys to take advantage of. And lastly, No Man's Sky is getting its latest update this week. It's to celebrate Halloween, and it's called The Abyss, and once again, this update will be absolutely free as No Man's Sky continues to become a better and better game. Want to talk a little bit about what's coming with this update and the fact that the game is on sale right now, so yes, if you do want to pick it up, you can do so at a little bit of a discount. First, let's talk about AMD and head Lisa Su saying that they are still working on being competitive in high-end graphics. Lisa spoke to Barron's in a phone interview talking about a bunch of different topics a couple days ago, and one of the primary topics was the AMD stock. Now, if you guys aren't aware, AMD's stock has been fluctuating like crazy recently. I believe it got as high as north of $30, and now the stock market is going through one of their crazy down periods. Just about every stock is down. If you're into stocks, you're probably aware of that fact, and you're probably deep in the red right now, so that is unfortunate. And AMD is one that's been greatly affected. I believe they're below $20 at this point, but that stock price is still crazy given the fact that just a few months ago, AMD wasn't even sniffing that price. So AMD has been making quite a bit of moves, but for you guys and what you're interested in is what are they going to do as far as the GPU market is concerned. Now, speaking to Barron, she also did say, quote, "We're making high-performing quality products and building a solid long-term foundation and will be competitive in high-end graphics." Now, she says that. I just don't know how competitive they are going to be, and I don't know if AMD's brand has been damaged to the point where, in terms of the high-end, I just don't know if they can make a real impact there. This is probably their best time to do so, as it's not like Nvidia is a hot property right now, so them getting into that market right now would be very, very smart. However, at the same token, I think AMD's strongest suit is at a mid-range, lower-end tier. I think that's what AMD is always going to be associated with. For better or for worse, based on the anecdotal evidence that I have, and I have a pretty good consumer pool to work with all of you guys, it seems like those of you that want AMD products are usually siding towards the budget end of things. There's nothing wrong with that either. It's just that for whatever reason, AMD has always had this label attached to them that they are a lesser product. I feel like that isn't accurate whatsoever, and if you look at mid-range GPUs, AMD is without a doubt the king right now. I'm talking about GPUs from $130 to $200. Nvidia's options are not very, very good, and I don't imagine them releasing any other new GPUs would be great in that market either. Now, as far as their stocks go, a big reason why it did drop a little bit is because of the tariffs. I talked about that in a previous video. But yeah, Trump did bring in a tariff of 10% on $200 billion worth of imports from China in late September, and Trump did say that those tariffs would rise to 25% on January 1st. So the stock is going to be something very interesting to monitor as these tariffs come into play even more. GPU prices is definitely something to monitor in the coming months. I just don't know if high-end graphics is where AMD should prioritize. Obviously, that could just be a PR statement. What else are they supposed to say? Oh no, we're just gonna let Nvidia dominate the high-end market. PR-wise, it'd be foolish for AMD to just say that, but still, I just don't think that high-end graphics market is where AMD is gonna shine, but let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section on that. Moving on from that, Steam has kicked off their Halloween sale. A ton of great deals available. A lot of standard deals and games that we typically see go on sale during a Steam sale, but a couple of more recent titles and interesting games on sale as well. And yes, while it is the Halloween sale, this definitely isn't exclusive to just horror games or anything like that, but they do have a gigantic lineup of horror games discounted, so if you want to get into the mood of October, there are a lot of other great games discounted. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is seeing a similar discount that it saw about a week ago, and it's 34% off for $35.59. This was actually funny because a lot of people that bought Shadow of the Tomb Raider initially saw the game get discounted and then gave negative reviews for the game. I just think that's a little bit ridiculous. Games always go on sale. For Shadow of the Tomb Raider to go on sale rather quickly, and that was a foregone conclusion. Square Enix games and Tomb Raider games in general go on sale pretty quickly. It's not like anyone was really surprised by that, but apparently some people bought the game for $59.99 and got a little butthurt and then gave negative reviews for the game. I just think that's a little whack. But hey, if you do want to get the game a little bit cheaper, it's available for $39.59. I could see it get a little bit cheaper as we head into the winter sale. Would not be surprised at all if it drops down to like $29.99 because it doesn't seem like this game is doing all too well from a commercial standpoint. Quality-wise, it is very good, so if you do want to play it, I would give it a recommendation. Darkest Dungeon is 70% off for $7.49. Vampire is 33% off for $33.49. Left 4 Dead 2 is 80% off for $1.99. Quite possibly the best value purchase available on Steam right now. The amount of longevity and content you're getting for $1.99 with Left 4 Dead 2, not only in the base game and all of the longevity that comes with the multiplayer, but the mod support this game has for it is one of the best games in terms of a mod community that's available, and $1.99 for that experience, it is fantastic. We Happy Few is 25% off for $44.99. Just wanted to give that a mention because it goes with the thematic. However, We Happy Few being released at $59.99, that's a little bit of a hard sell from the get-go. I think $59.99 is a price point that very, very few games can get away with in 2018, and even at $44.99, quite expensive on that, but hey, you guys know me, I'm cheap as hell. The Metro Redux Collection is 75% off for $10.18. I do believe the Metro 2033 that Steam gave out a couple days ago was the base version, or if you snagged Metro 2033 and you just want Last Light, that is 66% off for $6.79, so that's not a bad pickup as well. Prey is 50% off for $14.99. I was very high on this game. I said very positive things about it. Honestly, it was up there with my favorite games of 2017, and that might be a bit of a lofty statement for a game like Prey, but I thought it was really, really good, and the PC version is phenomenal. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year edition is seeing its typical discount at 60% off for $19.99, and then I also saw Middle-earth Shadow of War 66% off for $16.99, so that's quite good. A ton of other deals available. If you guys want to see me cover this sale more in depth, let me know in the comments section below, and I'll definitely get that done. However, a lot of these deals are just repeats of things we've been seeing, but there definitely are some hidden gems. For example, I just saw Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. That's 33% off for $30.14. I believe that's the best price we've seen on that. So if you guys want me to find more deals like that, just give me a shout in the comments section below. And lastly, I'm sure the majority of you guys are aware, but No Man's Sky has made one of the biggest comebacks that gaming has honestly ever seen. If you guys go back to 2016 when this game was released, it was a complete train wreck. I uploaded some gameplay of it back in the day when it came out, and yeah, performance for this game was just terrible, but over the years, Hello Games has really stayed committed to it, and they recently released the No Man's Sky Next update. Is it perfect? Absolutely not, but it is a far better experience than what it was in 2016, and now given the fact that it's 50% off for $29.99, you're not paying that initial $59.99 price point, it has become a far more compelling experience, and now we have the latest major update, and once again, it'll be absolutely free, and that is The Abyss. Now, I'll actually point you guys to the PlayStation blog, because that's where Sean Murray, the founder of Hello Games, made an in-depth post on everything that's coming with The Abyss, and that includes aquatic missions within new stories. The Dreams of the Deep brings a new context to the depths and a dark narrative to No Man's Sky. You've got sunken wrecks, you've got submarines, submersible building modules. A lot of people are calling this No Man's Sky the Subnautica update, and I can definitely get that. Definitely has an underwater theme going on for it, but also has some darker themes, so it's great for the Halloween time period. And again, it's absolutely free, so if you already have No Man's Sky, it's just gonna be a free update, and you'll get a bunch of new content to experience. And as I just mentioned, the game is still listed at $59.99 as its regular price point, but it is being discounted 50%. It's down to $29.99, and I imagine a lot of people will jump up and buy it again, just like when the next update came out. No Man's Sky shot up to becoming one of the top sellers on Steam. With this update, I imagine it'll once again be one of the top sellers on Steam, at least for a given duration, and then it'll die down, and then they'll release the next update, and the cycle will probably continue. But as long as they continue to make No Man's Sky a better game, I have no ill will for the game garnering a level of success. I just wish that the game would have released at a suitable state back in 2016, but hey, that's water under the bridge at this point. No pun intended, considering this is the Abyss update. And that's gonna conclude this video, guys. Definitely interested to hear what you guys think. Do you want to see AMD make a play in the high-end GPU market, or are you more satisfied with them working on lower and mid-range GPUs? Also, make sure you keep an eye on their stock. That's going to be fluctuating a lot, and GPU prices as a whole when these tariffs go into effect. The Steam Halloween sale is running right now. A lot of great deals on that. If you want to see me cover that more in depth with some of the best deals, let me know in the comments section below. And No Man's Sky is getting yet another free update with The Abyss, and that is dropping this week. And again, that game is discounted 50%. It's down to $29.99. As always, if you guys have a request for a future video, leave that in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.